Good morning, children. This is lecture number 6 for class 8, and we are dealing with the chapter number 9, food production. So children, almost the chapter is over. Some of the topics are still left, so I am going to take those topics today. In the previous lecture, we had discussed about fish farming, mariculture, hatcheries, piscicultures, and as well as we had discussed about sericulture. So please, in your book, as I have told you, we had already discussed about some of the animals, their breeds. As you can see in page number 90, all these names you have to learn, children. I am explaining in every video all these names, the breeds, the names of those breeds, you all have to learn, because that can be asked in the examination. So whatever we are studying, you are in class 8, children, so just try to make notes. What we say, just try to just listen and try to write those things in your own words. Okay, so these all topics, as I am explaining you in my videos also, you have to write this definition. It can be a question, so listen carefully and make notes by your own. So children, today the topic that we are going to take is the topic that is the last topic of this chapter, that is apiculture. Okay, and before that, the sericulture, I would like to explain you again. In sericulture, we have studied what is sericulture. Sericulture is a process in which artificial rearing of silkworm for the production of silk from them is done. Okay, already the definition is given in your book. The artificial rearing of silkworm and production of silk from them is called sericulture. Okay, in your own words, how you will mold the definition? Sericulture is the process of artificial rearing of silkworm for the production of silk from them. So few varieties of silk already they have given, that is mulberry, tussar, eri, muga are produced in India. These all are the varieties of India. As I have explained to you, children, in the diagram also it is given. The first phase, which the female lays the egg, and mainly that silkworm, it like to eat mulberry leaves. So it lays, you can see in the leaf also it has shown, it lays the eggs on the leaf. After that, those eggs, they turn into caterpillar larva. This is a larva, and after that it changes into pupa, and then it changes into adult moth. So this is about the life cycle of a silk moth. Okay, so this also you have to draw in your copies. I will give you with the question and answers also, but this diagram, it should be drawn in the copy. Okay, and same way you have the definition of sericulture, you have the varieties of silkworm that you have to learn, and this diagram, this is the life cycle of silkworm. We can just give you the diagram and we can ask you, write the name. First is, what is first? That is eggs on the leaf. Second is the caterpillar, larva, caterpillar. Third is the pupa, and the last one is the adult silk moth. So we can ask you those 4 stages in the exam. Now after that, what is a silkworm? As I have told you, there are 4 phases in the life cycle of the silkworm. So first is the eggs. Okay, second is the caterpillar, larva, third is the pupa, and last is the adult. Adult again lays the egg, and then again there is a formation of new silkworm. So the cell, as we are talking about silkworm, so children, when the caterpillar larva is there, okay, So what happened in that caterpillar larva? The eggs simply changes into pupa. Now the one cocoon is formed. Cocoon is simply, you can say, this is a thread like structure. Okay, now this thread like structure, it is found on the pupa. When this caterpillar formed, okay, now slowly and slowly it releases one sticky substance from the mouth, and that sticky substance is rolled on its body. Okay, now it changes into pupa, and when this sticky substance is rolled on the body of the silkworm, at that time it is called cocoon. So after some time, the pupa, because cocoon, the thread is over the body, inside it is an insect. So that insect dies. And this thread is taken out. Okay, now this thread, what is that thread? That thread is silk. Okay, that is silk. Now what we do? Now this cocoon is treated with boiling water. Why the cocoon is treated with boiling water? Because as I have told you, this thread is of silk, and inside this is a silkworm. So just to kill that silkworm, okay, we just boil the cocoon in the water. Okay, so that is the stage pupa. This all process occur under the stage pupa. So when we boil the cocoon in the boiling water, the worm present inside that, it dies. After that, that thread is taken to the factories to get the silk. Okay, so because we kill the silkworm till pupa, we kill the silkworm and we take the thread. So sometimes this process is criticized by the environmentalist, but still the people, they are using that process to get the silk. They obtain the thread, and with that thread they make different type of food and different type of wearing things. Okay, so this is all about the sericulture. Now the second topic that we are going to take today is the apiculture. So what is apiculture? Apiculture is, as we have discussed in sericulture. Sericulture is the rearing of silkworm. Same way, apiculture is the rearing of honeybees to obtain honey. Okay, so apiculture, what we do? First thing is, naturally the bees, they make their beehives and they make the honey. But nowadays, the beehives, man-made beehives are available, and these man-made beehives where the bees are kept, okay, just they take some boxes, inside those boxes they make the artificial beehives and collect all the bees inside that to just collect the honey. So that place where the bees are kept by creating a man-made hive, those places are called apiaries. Okay, now again two questions are here. What is apiculture? What are apiary? So apiculture is the process of rearing of honeybees to obtain honey for commercial use, and apiary is a place where bees are kept to obtain the honey by man-made hives. Okay, now the third question is, name one species, Indian species of honey. The name is Apis indica. That also you have to write in your notes. When you are making the notes, just write that. What is apiculture? What is apiary? What is one variety of Indian honeybee? So in the same way you will make the questions. Now in the natural environment, the bee, they build hives. So there are 40 to 50,000 bees in one hive. Okay, as we can see also, when we see the beehive, so many bees are there. But children, in that beehive, that is also a question. One is queen. Out of those 40 to 50,000 bees, only one is the queen. And why we call it that bee a queen? Because that is egg laying female. Only one queen, and one queen is only responsible for laying of eggs. Second is some drones. Some drones means drones. We call males as drone. Okay. And after that, mostly means out of 40 to 50,000, one is queen, some are male drones, and after that others, they are sterile females, which means those females, they are incapable of laying eggs. Is that clear, children? Now again one question. Maximum how much bees made the beehive? So 40 to 50,000. How many queens are present in the beehive? Only one. Why we call it a queen? Because it lays the eggs. It is only the female, only single female, it lays the eggs. So that is why it is called queen. What is drone? Drone are the male honeybees present in the hive. What are workers? So workers are the sterile females which are incapable of laying eggs. Okay. Next is the hexagonal cell of the hives are made up of wax. Okay. Whenever we see the beehive, you can see they are just like a cell. They are just like a cell, hexagonal. Sometimes they are square also. So in those cells, the honeybees, they store honey. So they store the honey in this outer part, and that honey is rich in sugar, dextrose and levulose. Okay, one more question. What are the products present in the honey? Sugar, dextrose, levulose. Other than that, when they take out the honey, only bee wax remains. Okay, so that bee wax is also a useful material. It is used for making candle, polishes, cosmetics and many more things. Okay, children, now all these things is about apiculture. Now in your book, one activity is given. That activity is regarding to visit a center of silk rearing, bee rearing and poultry. Okay, so that activity, as the school is closed, so we can't take you outside for educational tour. What you have to do, children, now it is a lockdown period also, but in future, whenever you will get the time, in Ranchi also, nearby places if you will go, we have some silk rearing centers. Okay, poultries where we keep the hens, birds, as well as some of the centers where we keep the silkworm. So if you will get the chance in your future, just go to those places and just see how they do the rearing of silkworm, how they do the rearing of honeybees, and how they keep the hen, which type of food they will provide. Okay, so that activity we are going to do in our you have to do as if we will get the chance in future, definitely we are going to do, but because of that lockdown period, you have to just see some videos in which they will show you how they rear this type of animals. Now the chapter is over, children. So as the video is already too long today, I am going to discuss some of the questions with you. These questions, do it only in the book. So question number 1, page number 93. So in page number 93, the question is one more thing, children. I think the book that I am having, that is the old book. So some of the questions you were asking through WhatsApp, that may give us the answers of question number 7 and 8. In my book, I don't have question number 7 and 8. So if you have any queries, please give the questions. I will give you the answer through that, because in my book, whatever the questions I am having, I am giving you the answers of all the questions. Okay, and I am going to make the paper from the same questions only. So whatever I am giving you, just write all these questions in your copy. So today we are going to take just a few questions of this chapter. So first is multiple choice question. So question number 1 is put a tick mark against the correct alternative in the following statement. You have to just put the tick. Which of the following is indigenous breed of dairy cows? Answer is Sahiwal. Number B. Which of the following common breed of buffalo found in Gujarat? Answer is Mehsana. Number 3. Identify indigenous breed of poultry of India. Answer is Asil. Number D. Which one of the following is a rabi crop? Answer is wheat. Number E. Identify the kharif crops. Answer is rice. Now next is fill in the blanks. Cattle feed made from cereals and wheat is called concentrates. Is called concentrates. Number B. Rearing of birds for eggs and meat is called poultry. Number C. Animal food is rich in proteins. Now next is name the following. That is short answer type question number 2. The popular indigenous breed of poultry in India is Asil. Rearing of honeybees is apiculture. Next is architect of white revolution in India, Mr. Varghese Kurien. Number D is a Kashmiri goat which gives expensive wool is Kashmiri Pashmina. Number E. Scientist responsible for green revolution in India, M.S. Swaminathan. Now next is question number 3, that is match the column. Rabi crops, some confusing answers they have given children, so you will do it like this. Rabi crops, they are the winter crops. Rice, we grow that plant by transplantation. Orchards, they are the kharif crops. Now these questions, answer the following questions. So simple questions are these. Name 4 animals which provide us food. So buffaloes, goat, pig, hen, fish, cows. You can write all these. Number 2. Name any 2 dual purpose breed of cattle. The answer is Dangi and Tharparkar. Question number C. Give 2 examples of milch animal. Milch means milk producing animals. So cow, buffaloes, goat, camel, they are the milk yielding animals. Number D. Name any 2 high yielding indigenous breeds of cow. Answer is Gir, Sahiwal, Red Sindhi. E is name 4 varieties of edible fishes in India. Eel, hilsa, salmon, sardani, pomfret. These are the edible varieties of India. And now F is name the following breeds of buffaloes. That is Murrah, Surti, Mehsana. So these are all the questions I have given you through book. Just take a click of all these question answers. I am showing you in the video also. I will give you on the dashboard also. Okay, just hold this video, take a screenshot. This also you can hold your video and just take a screenshot and do these things in your in the book only. Okay, or next questions we are going to discuss in our one more lecture. Thank you, children.